Hello, Premier Martial Arts Marietta and AQUIS Academy family. Senior Master Reid here with
Sensei John, everybody.
All right. So what we are doing right now is just laying down for you guys that we have completed our schedule for June and July, and we want to let you guys know what's going on. But first of all, we want to remind you that we are still taking best precautions to keep everyone as safe as possible. So one of the things that we've added right now is we are taking temperatures each day with the little scanner deal thing, which is actually painless and very, very quick, and that's a good thing. We're still cleaning between each class because we want to keep things, really, really nice and really, really clean, and make sure that we cut down on the possibility of spread by a surface, although we hear that that's been reduced by the CDC in terms of how significant they think that is, but still, we're going to do it anyway. We want everyone in a mask because we want everyone to look out for everybody else. So that's super, super important. Schedule-wise, we've gotten a little bit of input from you guys, and with that input that we currently have, based, and also with what we have in terms of currently coming in class, we're going to keep our schedule the same. The only exception is that on Saturday mornings, the AQUIS Tai Chi Level 1 and Level 2 class will meet at 10 a.m. for the month of June instead of 12:30, okay? For all classes, all Zoom broadcasts remain the same in terms of links, so you don't have to go find out anything. We do encourage you guys, please use the registration for coming to class. If you have a problem or something like that, get kicked out, told you're a spammer or a hacker, then please send to the webmaster at Master Reid Resources your IP address by the iplocation.net URL, and we'll get you straightened and taken care of. But that's going to be really important as we move forward and we have bigger classes and more going on, but we still have to maintain some form of social distancing. So we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up in the month of June. We got summer camps, and Sensei John's going to talk about that. We do have some limits in terms of size, okay, and also some minimums in terms of being able to do the class. But we're gonna keep that up to make it nice. We got adult testing, we got youth testing, okay? A lot of stuff going on. So without any further ado, Sensei John Fitzpatrick.
All right, everybody, like Master Reid said, we got a lot of stuff coming up in the summer of June, so pay very close attention, all right? So let's start with our testing. Our stripe testing for the kids is going to be on the 22nd and the 23rd of June. A little close to the end of the month, so it gives you guys a lot of time to prepare. All right, our Black Belt Excellence homework is going to be on the 15th and the 16th for you guys to turn that homework in for your homework stripe. So make sure you get that stuff in. Right after that, the week after that is going to be our testing, okay? So before I talk about testing, let me just go over testing for the adults first, all right? Adults, you must test in-house. Adults and teenagers for our Krav Maga program must test in-house. That's so we can get a good look at your technique. Like Master Reid said earlier, we're trying everything in our power to make sure that the floor is clean, make sure all our equipment is clean, make sure we're clean. That's why we're wearing masks. That's why we're taking temperatures, okay? So with that being said, you guys must test in-house so we can get a good look at your technique. All right, we don't want to miss anything, put your life at risk because we can't see your technique clearly via webcam, okay? So make sure we test in-house. It's going to be at 8 p.m. on the 25th, which should be the same time as our normal class time. So it shouldn't be going out of anybody's schedules, okay? For our youth testing is going to be via Zoom, and it's going to be in-house. For our Zoom testers, that's going to be Friday, June 26th at 6 p.m. For my basic kids, meaning little champs and kids, for my basic program, it's going to be at 6 p.m. And then for my advanced program, meaning black belt training, it's going to be at 7. All right, black belt training and premier kids via Zoom is going to be at 7 o'clock, a lot like how our last belt test went. Okay, for my in-house kids, or for my kids that want to test in-house, pay very close attention to this because we still have to maintain social distance, so we can't have our big group tests like we used to in the past, okay? So for an in-house test, it's going to be Saturday, the very next day, on the 27th. Little champs and kids basic, meaning all my kids in my basic programs, it's going to be at 12:30 p.m. Hour after that, 1:30 for my black belt training kids. Just black belt training. That means if you have a black and white uniform on and you are not using bladed weapons in my little champs or my kids program, your test will be at 1:30 p.m. on the 27th of June. Last but not least, my Premier Kids will be at 2:30 p.m. Premier Kids in my Premier program. That's if you're in your black and gold and you're working with bladed weapons like katana and kamas. Now, of course, we're all on bow staff this period, so don't let that misconstrue you, all right? But my parents should know the difference between the programs, all right? So Basic Kids in-house is going to be at 12:30. Basic Kids and Little Champs, excuse me, it's going to be at 12:30. After that, Black Belt Training Kids, it's going to be at 1:30. Then after that, Premier Kids are going to be at 2:30, all right? So if you guys have any questions, of course, me and Master Reid are going to release a list and a text in writing so you guys have all the information out in front of you. So make sure that you're up on all our communication platforms, emails, text messages, Facebook, all that good stuff, okay? And last, but certainly not least, is our summer camps, all right? We're bringing the summer camps back, but we have some stipulations. Number one, we must have a minimum of 6 kids for our sign-up. So if you guys know anybody that has some children that are looking for summer camps, please refer them to us, or refer us to them rather, all right? So we must have a minimum of 6 kids, but a maximum of 15 kids, and that's just to make sure that we're all safe. Remember, COVID-19 is still a big deal. We don't want to create a messy or dirty environment where a lot of germs can be transferred. We'll try our best to keep the kids spaced out, but keeping that 15 kid maximum is going to help us out a lot with that. All right. So the first summer camp we have coming up is our Ninja Summer Camp, and that's going to be on June 15th through the 19th. All right. We're going to be having a lot of fun. I'll be teaching the kids the way of the ninjas. There'll be lots of shurikens and swords and masks being made. All right. And it's going to be a good old time. All right. So please, when you can, sign up for any of these camps at PMAsummercamps.com. All right, and if you have any issues, please feel free to contact us. So that's our first camp, our Ninja Summer Camp. Second summer camp is going to be our board breaking camp. All right, where all we're going to do is work on breaking stuff. And I'm not talking about just the regular breaks we've been seeing. We're going to be doing spins, flips, jumping off of stuff. It's going to be awesome. All right, that summer camp is actually going to be the month after, in July, right after 4th of July weekend. July 6th through the 10th is going to be our board breaking camp. That's going to be fun. Make sure you look at it. All right. Last but not least, going to be our Star Warriors camp coming up in July, the week after, July 13th through the 17th. All right. And for all of you that just heard it, Star Warriors, right? So this is going to be a Star Wars themed camp. Going to teach the kids the way of the Jedi, the way of the Sith, the lightsaber, the Force, all that good stuff. All my parents that are big Star Wars fans, and you got kids that are Star Wars fans too, this is the camp for you. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Master Reid is a big Star Wars fan, right? Exactly. So we all love Star Wars here. So I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do a Star Wars camp too. So we got that going on for you guys as well on the 13th and the 17th. Last time, it's going to be at PMAsummercamps.com, you guys. As soon as you take a look at it, look at those prices, you can do it. Go ahead, do it. Reserve that spot. Go ahead, refer us to whoever needs to drop their kids off at summer camps for the summer. We're your people, you guys. All right? So that is everything for our summer schedule. Like I said, all the stuff that we just talked about in this video, all that information will be released via in writing or text through our communication platform. So make sure that you guys are up on it. If we don't have your phone number, we need your phone number. If we don't have your email, we need your email. If you have a Facebook, make sure you like our page and you're added to our Premier Martial Arts Youth and Krav Maga group, okay? That's gonna make sure that you get all of the information consolidated in one concise way, and also make sure that we all have accounts on MasterReidResources.com. Okay, all these platforms are really important, especially now where remote communication is really pivotal, really important, you guys. All right, so that's all that I got. You got any more for them, Master Reid?
I got just a little bit more. One, if you are a parent, and I know some of you guys have contacted me and you're concerned about what are we doing and that type of stuff like that, we're going to outline what we're doing in the summer camps and how we're doing it. We're also still going to keep your kids safe as safe as we possibly can. This is not a hey, we just back to business as normal. We're still concerned about that. That's one of the reasons why, besides the business schedule in June, we moved back to July so we'd have a little bit more space on that. please go ahead and, if you're going to sign up, let us know. If you're considering signing up, let us know. If you have any other questions, let us know. PMAsummercamps.com is where you can find all this information, and that's super, super important. So we want to have great camps. We want to entertain your kids and also, do the things that we normally do. But we also want to be safe as we do that. So PMAsummercamps.com. Once again, no more than 15 kids. Got to have at least 6 to do the camp, otherwise it doesn't make sense from our end. So we think that that's reasonable. Your kids are our biggest concern from a safety standpoint, as are all of our students. So other than that, sir, I think that takes care of it. The only thing else I would add is that all of this stuff will go on Master Reid Resources. So I'll have a link that I can send out, and you can see everything there. We'll of course post on the Facebook groups. We'll send it out by tweet. We will text it to everyone in terms of what's going on. So we will do all we can to communicate with you, all right? And that's super important. If you have an issue on masterreadresources.com, then please email the webmaster, that is Seth Elberger, at webmaster@masterreadresources.com, and he will handle anything that you have that's taking place. Believe it or not, over the last 3 days, I've gotten 100 bots trying to create a login on my masterreadresources.com. That's just from the bots. That's not other attacks that take place. So that's why we had an extra step of security to make your experience on the website good. Now, sometimes I know getting on there can be a bit of a moment. I'm down with that. So a couple extra steps, but those extra steps keep us safe. So other than that, we are happy to be of service to you guys once again. We're hopeful that more people will be returning here in June. We appreciate all of you, okay, who have supported us during this crisis, and obviously the crisis still goes on. And for those people who ran into some difficulties, we're working with you best we can to be supportive of you, because hey, that's what a family does, to take care of each other. So that's what we're working to do, bring you guys the best case scenario. I'm looking forward to seeing some fantastic testing. I'm gonna put the word out for the Krav Maga people. June 25th is my birthday. And so I may come in and watch the test. If I do, I want to see some people just sweaty. I want to see some good self-defense and great sweat. So with all that being said, I think that covers all of our base announcements. Once again, thank you for your support of our program, for your support of each one of us individually, okay, and for what we're trying to do and build here at Premier Martial Arts Marietta. We do appreciate it, because we know that, one, we would not be in business without you, okay? So we hope that you know that we are doing all that we can to be supportive of each person and each family group that's a part of us and what we do. So other than that, guys, we shall see you later.